Sa buong mundo, ito ang True FM sa 105.9. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid. Simulcast sa True TV sa Signal Channel 19.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat nyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Power and Play na bago na. Pilipinas tayo na.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo. Ipag-iwang natin ang Pilipino.
Yan ang Pinoy.
Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, sumbesibay, lakay, amiga. Sama-samang pakita, ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino. Sa Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy.
Power and Play was brought to you by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, love your journey. Photon, empowering the Filipino business. Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. And N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang larong gusto mo. Pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na.
Power and Play.
Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Pilipinas tayo na, bangon na. Power and Play na, bangon na. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na.
Carlos Eala with 2 gold medals.
Power and Play with Magnolia Eala.
Oh, mainit na, di ba mga kapatid? Tag-init na po, tag-araw. Sabi nga nila, simula na lang po ng summer. Kaya pati po ang mundo ng palakasan, umiinit na rin. Lalo-lalo na sa PBA. At kaya po, pag-uusapan natin yan lahat ngayong umaga sa inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado. Kaya bango na, Power and Play na. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat mga kapatid mula po sa TV5 Media Center. Ito po ang Power and Play at ako po si Noli Eala. Muling bumabati sa inyo. Naku patapos na naman ang buwan ng Marso at papasok na naman ang summer. Kaya naman, kita nyo naman kompleto ang aking summer outfit ngayon. Pero again, marami po tayong pag-uusapan. Sana po kayong lahat ay nasa mabuting kalagayan at nagpapalamig kahit papano ha. Although alam naman natin ngayon ay napakataas ng presyo ng crudo, ng gasolina, ng oil prices at siyempre kumbaga domino effect na yan. Kaya po yung iba ay nagpapayo na medyo bawas-bawasan daw po natin ang paggamit ng mga hindi kailangang appliances. Pero siyempre po hindi naman natin maiiwasan yan kaya meron namang tinatawag na pamaypay. Pero again, binabati po namin kayong lahat. Sa ngayong araw ng Sabado, sana po makasama namin kayo hanggang alas 10 na umaga. Siyempre, hindi po kompletong huntahan tuwing Sabado dito sa ating show kung hindi ko po kasama ang aking kaibigan, partner, and the man for all seasons, si Jera Season. Magandang umaga, partner.
Good morning, partner. Talaga naman madahon. Madahon ang shirt ng aking partner. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Tama po ang sabi ni partner. Ngayon medyo tumataas na po ang maliban sa pagtaas ng presyo ng gasolina at mga pangunahing bilihin, tumataas na rin po ang temperatura. Parang nagtalaga tayo ng mga 39 yata sa mga o 39 degrees sa mga ibang pwesto. Sa mga ibang lugar dito sa Hilagang Luzon.
Wag lang tataas ang blood pressure.
Yun ang importante.
Relax lang po. Alam nyo, lahat naman may din na pinagdadaanan natin itong mga hamon na to. Pero malalampasan din natin to.
Parang this too shall pass.
Yan, di ba? Kung tayo nakalampas po sa COVID, ano ba naman itong taas ng presyo ng gasolina? Ganun talaga.
Alam mo, partner, no? Ito, konti lang ako balik tanaw lang tayo, mas lalo na yung mga medyo mabata-bata dyan na hindi na nasaksihan. Yung talagang unang panahon, yung mga bata pa tayo, na talagang pila ang mga sasakyan. At tinutulak po papuntang gasolinahan. Para ganun dahil talagang nakarasyon po.
Yun ay rasyon.
Rasyon yun.
Kulang ang gasolina.
Kulang talaga ang gasolina. Buti ngayon medyo mataas pero hindi pa po tayo nagkukulang sa supply ng gasolina. Kaya mas matindi po noon, yung mga early 70s. Mas matindi po yun. Kaya pasalamat tayo at maski pa paano may supply pa tayo ng gasolina.
Hindi naman natin sinasabi maganda ang ating pong kalagayan. Pero daanin na lang po natin sa ngiti sa magandang pananaw. Dahil yung isa pa pong bagay, hindi naman natin alam kung gaano katagal ito tatagal. Siyempre, ginagawa naman ng paraan ng ating pamahalaan at ng mga opisyal ng ibang bansa. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyari. Pero ganyan na po talaga, magtipid-tipid po tayo. Yung mga biyahe natin, planuhin natin. Planuhin
natin
yung mga biyahe. Yung may susunduin, magsama-sama na sa isang lugar para isa na lang ang sunduan.
Correct.
Mag-carpool kung pwede. Carpool. At siyempre, ngayon sabi ko, paggamit ng mga appliances, medyo iwas-iwasan natin. Alam mo, di ba nga yung sinasabi, nung isang araw naglaro tayo ng golf, merong mga panggatong na nakikita.
Alam nyo, ito yung mga nasa lugar na maraming puno, lalo na po yung tinatawag na punong mahogany.
Yan.
Ayan. Alam nyo po, yung matigas na bunga niyan, na bumabagsak po, yung talagang napakatigas.
Bumabagsak lang yun,
libre po yun. Maganda pong panggatong yun. Dahil compared sa firewood, mas matagal po yung ang kanyang baga. Kaya yung mga caddies doon, makita nyo talaga iniipon dahil it's more effective than your regular firewood. Tuyo na po yun.
Kaya, dry na. Kaya mas matagal po ang apoy nun. Kaya po mga kapatid, marami tayong pwedeng gawin para maibsan ang ating paghihirap. Pero ang una po pananaw, yung ating pong mindset. Wag po tayong magpapatalo sa hamon ng buhay. Laban lang ng laban. Para laban ng mga atleta.
At yung sinasabi mo, dadagdag ako pa yun. Dahil siyempre, pinag-uusapan natin yung mga apoy, di ba? Maapoy yung laban sa PBA.
May apoy! Kaya nga, talagang mainit na mainit. Maganda po, kahapon, tinalo ng rain or shine na walang import dahil nasuspindi si Jalen Johnson. Ang Meralco Bolts at doon sa second game naman, nagwagi po ang natalo din ang Barangay Ginebra sa NLEX naman. Ang ganda naman ng laro ni Robert Bolick sa dulo at of course yung kanilang import. Although si Justin Brownlee 46 yata ang pinukol kahapon talaga namang Kayod Marino, siya na lang ang kumayod ng kumayod.
Kulang talaga ng napakagaling talaga ni Justin Brownlee pero talagang nagkukulang na matagal na problema ni Coach Tim Con yun na wala silang big man tapos ito pang conference talaga kailangan mo ng big man.
Halatang-halata yan nung nawala si Japet Aguilar sa bandang dulo, lamang pa Ginebra hinabol po ng NLEX at nagkaroon pa ng fumble si Isaac Go.
May langis yung bola.
Yung may mantikila sa kamay, sabi nila, di ba? Pag naglalaro kayo ng basketball. Yun po, malaking bagay yung mga rebounds na yan dahil to secure possession. Kaya po, at saka sa kaduluduluhan yung opensa, makikita mga partner highly masyado silang umaasa sa outside shooting nila. Yung inside game ng Ginebra ay kulang na kulang.
But I have to give it to to Berto Bolic. Dahil doon ko nakita talaga ang taas ng basketball IQ niya. Yung binantayan siya ni Abarientos, alam niyang hindi kaya niya tirahan di ba? Kaya niya nasa ibabaw
Ang ganda ng 3-point shot na yon. And of course, yung drive niya talaga pong si Bolic ang matibay ang paglalaro sa dulo. 30 points yata si Bolic kagabi. Kasama na rin po ng paglalaro ng kanilang import si Lalaine.
Mabalik lang tayo ng konti. Doon naman sa first game.
First game? Grabe yun.
Parang akala mo, wawalisin ng Meralco ang Raynor siya
walang import
walang import
Ang lilit. Nung una, puro gwardiya nga diba?
Ang nangyari, masakit po sa akin yun. Dahil ako fan ng Meralco Bolts medyo masakit sa akin.
Bandang dulo, kasi kagaya ng Marvin Jones, yung bagong import po ng Meralco, dahil nagpalit po sila, itong si Marvin Jones, 17 points nung first half. Noong second half, halos bokya na
At saka doon sa dulo, parang binangkunan binalik na sa bench
kaya ewan ko kung napagod yun or merong ininda, pero yun ang malaking bagay. Kaya ang Raynor Shine talaga namang
believe naman ako. In fairness, ang galing ng Raynor Shine.
Ang ganda ng laro. Lahat pati yung yung parang Italiano.
Si
yung Italiano.
Hindi Italiano yun.
Hindi ba Phil Italian yun?
Hindi, parang from Sweden yata.
Lemetti. Lemetti. Hindi Lanetti.
Hindi, Lemetti. Lemetti. Pero hindi, ang alam ko.
Ang galing, ang ganda na po na laro niya kahapon. Of course, the other Raynor Shine, sila Gian Mamuyak, si Nokum, talaga namang, even si Villegas.
Yes,
grabe yung laro ng Villegas kagabi.
Villegas is considered the big man,
yes, big
pero
man. Pero
pumupukol sa labas.
And that's why that carried their team. And again, it shows, while this is a conference na dominado po ng napakalalaking mga player, ng mga imports, ang role ng Pilipino napakahalaga, yung local lineup. Nakita natin yan kay Coach Eng. Although si Coach Eng, di ba, nagreklamo na yan. Sabi niya, nung nasuspend si Jalen Johnson, unfair ito. Ito talagang opisina ng commissioner, walang wisdom. Hindi ba na-fine ka ba, Coach Eng?
Iba talaga.
And yet, that served as fuel. Alam mo naman to si Coach Eng, mind games yan He knows how to motivate these players. That served as fuel o gas. Bagamat mahal ang gas. Yan po yung nagpaliyab dun sa puso ng kanyang mga player para lumaban kagabi.
Kaya balita ko parang interesado ang Phoenix na kunin siya Dahil fuel master pala.
Nagliliyab.
Joke lang po.
By the way, mga kapatid, marami na po na mga imports na nagpalit at meron na rin po mga palitan ng coach. Ang ibig ko po na sabihin dito yung coach po ng Macau Black Bears ay napalitan na. Pero yung dati po nilang coach, si Garrett Kelly, makakasama natin mamaya at atin po makakausap.
Malaman natin.
Kung ano naman nangyari. At saka yung analysis niya, he's still with the Macau Black Bears naman.
Pero hindi na siya yung kumukumpas.
Hindi na siya yung kumukumpas. Malalaman po natin kung ano ang nangyari sa Macau Black Bears at moving forward kung may pagpapalit din sila sa kanilang lineup para lalo sila maging competitive in a very short Commissioner's Cup Conference. Mamaya po yan And then the other, ang tabayanan niya po, mamaya makakausap natin ang kauna-unahang Pilipina na lumaban sa Winter Olympics para sa ating bansa. Yung 17-year-old na athlete po natin, makikilala nyo mamaya sa ating second hour. Pero dito sa ating unang yugto, kamustahin po natin ang ang takbo ng nagpapatakbo ng Philippine sports at ng ating Olympic program sa ating What's the Score? Marami pong pinag-uusapan ngayon tungkol sa ating mga atleta, lalong-lalo na kapag paparapit na po ang mga malalaking international events. Pero marami din pong programa ang Philippine Olympic Committee. 7 mga natatanging atletang Pinoy ang mapapabilang na sa Philippine Sports Hall of Fame. Di pa pinangangalanan ang mga atleta pero dumaan yan sa masusing 9-month selection at evaluation process. Bukod sa karangalang mapabilang sa Hall of Fame, makakatanggap din ng 500 500,000 pesos ang ating pong mga inductee. 47 atleta at team lang ang kasalukuyang kasama sa prestihiyosong listahan. Kabilang dyan sina Robert Jaworski, Lydia De Vega, Eugene Torre at Gabriel Flash Ilorde. At marami po tayo mga ikangang pag-usapan sa ating unang bisita, walang iba kundi ang Pangulo ng Philippine Olympic Committee, si Mayor Abraham Bambol Tolentino. Magandang umaga, President Bambol.
Good morning, Chairman. Good morning sa kasama mong gandang laki dyan.
Kasama natin si Jera Season at President Bambol.
Yes.
Oo. Well,
busy lang ngayon dahil merong ongoing akong Asian Track.
oo nga.
Asian Track World Championship sa World Class Velodrome.
Yun nga ang gusto namin kamustahin muna, President Bambol. Talagang napabalita na maganda ang nakuha nating certification mula sa International Federation. Pakikwento nga, President Bambol, kung ano po itong malaking karangalan muling naidulot sa ating bansa.
Yes, ibig sabihin ng Class A. Ilan lang po yung may Class A na velodrome. So, pang world class talaga. Kaya, para kaming kahapon, ilang araw na lahat ng pumunta doon para tayong nasa ibang bansa. Hindi ko alam. Hindi natin nakalain na meron ng ganito yung Pilipinas. No?
Grabe.
Imagine those kind of equipment. Kinukompute namin yung lahat ng nasa infield. Nasa gitna ng velodrome. Siguro, wow. Imagine isang sa Japan lang, isang bisikleta na 8 million pesos ang halaga.
Wow.
And they carry 3 bikes per athlete. That isang pang competition, isang reserve, isang pang outdoor, pang practice. Ganun eh.
Grabe.
Ibang level. No?
Ibang level.
Alam mo, sa
Inimbitahan ko po kayo lahat na hanggang 31 po yan.
Kaya nga,
Mag-experience mo.
Kaya nga partner actually Mayor, Mr. President, ako'y talagang interesanting kita yung velodrome na yan. Dahil alam nyo ako, ang kinalakihan ko na nakikita palagi ay yung velodrome dito sa Amoranto. And during that time, nung high school pa lang ako, yung unang binuksan yan, napakaganda. Hanggang bumaba na yung kalidad ng velodrome na yan. Kaya, but I haven't seen that velodrome in Tagaytay, and I'm very interested to see it. And
Matanong ko nga, Mayor, ano ba ho ang kakaiba dito sa velodrome na to? Ano ho ang mga facilities na narariyan na talaga namang nagiging bukod tangi itong velodrome sa atin?
It's 250, the standard po ngayon. At kahoy po yan.
Wow.
Kahoy from Finland na takot po yung anay dyan. But I don't know why. Binabacuum namin yan every race. Every may sumemplang pinicheck kung may na sira, repair agad or what. Pero hindi. Hindi tumatalab. Kahit kahapon po may 3, wag naman sana maulit ulit, may 3 nag-crash. Tandem, solo, hindi po maiwasan yun eh. Lagi pong
may bleacher yan?
Okay po sila.
May bleacher, Mayor? May bleachers?
Yes, may bleacher, may bleacher, merong VIP lounge, may VIP bleacher. Requirements po yan ng...
Air condition ba yan, Mayor? Air condition?
Tagaytay!
Oh, yeah. Bawal ho dahil sobrang lamig. Pinapatay po nila
libre daw yung aircon dahil malamig.
Pinapatay po nila yung cooling system dahil hindi po sila pinapawisan. Which is correct. Pinapanood po, may mga best pa silang sinusuot para pawisan habang nagpapainit, nagwawarm up.
Naman makita yan.
Wow, talagang...
Pero Mayor, isa pang tanong ko, gusto ko lang maihambing yan doon sa lumang velodrome natin. Yung gitna po, kasi dati ginagamit yan pang track o kaya football eh. Ano pong ginagamit doon sa gitna ng velodrome?
Correct. Before po nag-Asian track tayo, pinalis ko namin yung basketball courts kasi ginagamit po ng city ngayon.
City.
On interagency basketball tournament. 3 courts po ang nilagay.
Wow. Basketball court.
3 courts po ang kasya. So kakasya po ang 10 pickleball, that ginamit na po ng karate sa Asian Juniors, ginamit na po ng, marami na pong gumamit na sport.
Wow, talagang parang multi-purpose na rin.
Yeah, nakapila po yung mga graduation pero hindi ko muna pinayagan dahil ginagamit po ng cycling.
Wow,
So,
galing.
kahit po siguro mag-concert, pwede. Sa August po, this coming August, gagamitin po ng gymnastics. Asian level din po.
President Bambol, ganyan, ngayon may ganyan tayong facility. Ano hong expectation ninyo sa ating larong cycling dito sa ating bansa? Lalong-lalo na sa ating mga national athletes. Alam ko na very challenging itong Asian cycling na nangyayari ngayon at napakagagaling na mga lumalaban. Pero ano po ang expectation natin eventually as we progress with this new venue?
Pero ngayong start po, sinabi ko na yun sa opening, we don't expect any podium here. Kasi balik tayo sa zero eh. After 50 years, 30 years, ngayon lang po.
Matagal na wala.
So nakita ko rin po yung mga lahat ng cyclists ng buong sumaling 19 countries. Last minute cancellation lang po yung Iran at saka Qatar. Sayang, 15 sana sila, no? Pero nandiyan po yung Southern UAE.
Aba, nakarating po, ha?
Yes. Yes. So tinitingnan ko po yung build nung cyclist. Medyo naiwan na tayo eh. Nahalata po na yung athletes natin galing road. Lean.
Iba yun
payat. Baliktad po yan. Sa velodrome po, sa track, palakihan ng muscle yan. Palakihan mo ng katawan yan. Kasi explosion mo to.
Explosion, tama.
Yes. So, kabaliktaran po yan.
So,
yung pong atleta natin, yung pong katawan nila, hita lang ng mga kalaban natin ngayon. So, napakamot po ako sa ulo. Alam nila na hindi tayo handa. Kasi ngayon lang po ulit tayo nagka-velodrome.
Tama.
So, malaking proseso po yung gagawin natin.
Hindi, sabi ko nga, ako interested to see yung velodrome na yan. Kunyari, manggagaling kayo sa Manila, di ba? Pagka kanan kayo, papuntang...
Kung sa Rotonda ng Tagaytay.
Sa Rotonda. Kung kakanan kayo, papuntang Batangas. Pero kapag pupunta naman kayo sa kaliwa, doon sa may sky...
Papuntang Palace in the Sky.
Palace in the... Saan ho yan?
Saan ho yung location?
Pag kakanan po kayo, puntang Talbis, Batangas, yung pong harap lang ng Skyranch, may Ferris wheel. Kakanan lang po sa may Ferris wheel, that's it.
Madali lang.
Hindi na po maliligaw.
At saka daming hotel ho dyan na para sa mga atleta. Alam mo, nabasa ko kasi, President Bumble, na ngayon hong ginawang category A na itong facility na to, we can host a World Cup, a World Championship. Ganun ba ho yan, Mayor?
Yung po tinatarget ko, may nagsabi po sa akin na merong isang available na World Cup before LA, the last qualifying World Cup.
Wow.
Na pwede ko pong labanan yan.
Wow.
Sayang. By 20. Baka po makuha natin. Tama po yung sinabi nyo. Walking distance on different 4, 5, 6 4-star, 5-star hotel. So wala po silang kareklamo.
Walang problema sa facility.
Lang sila. Binigyan namin ng e-trike sa services. Tuntua sila. Ayaw na sumakay po sa Seattle. So naglalakad lang po sila.
Galing.
Ay, ako'y pupunta dyan, Mayor, at ako'y talagang interesado kami.
Mabisita namin
pupunta kami dyan. Baka mamaya makadaan ako dyan, Mayor. Hindi, walang luka.
Hindi, alis na ako.
Sige lang po. Just text me and
anyway,
we're watching on the special
President Bambol, isa pang gusto namin kasing pag-usapan, unang-una, of course, congratulations dyan. But meron din kayong project ng PSC tungkol dito sa Hall of Fame. Ano ba ho to? Mga bago bang patakaran? Kasi alam ko, nung tayo naririyan sa PSC, meron ng ganyang Hall of Fame at nasimula na nga yan. Pero mukhang lalong na-invigorate ngayon with you and Chairman Pato dito po sa Hall of Fame. Ano po ang bago nating mga patakaran dito, President Bambol?
Yes, parang yun na rin Chairman yung inabot nyo, no? So, it came from, ang pinaghugutan yung RA 8757. So, with that, nandun talaga yung criteria, no? So, hindi kami makabali, no? We might be violating the Republic Act. So, ang naging, after selecting nga nung final, nagkaroon kami na recommendation to lobby amending of that RA 8757 para clear yung kagaya po yung provisions on the retirement. What the clear policy on retirement.
Okay.
Nag-retire ba bago lumaban uli? So, ilang taon nang retire or what? Diba? So, diba, dapat may clear pong
clear guidelines. So, based on the law.
Yes,
Based on the law.
Pero
And can we also include not only sa proposed amendment namin, not only coaches and athletes and coaches, baka pwedeng officials, even patron, no? On that Hall of Fame.
sige nga, Mayor, pakipaliwanag lang ng konti sa mga nanonood nakikinig sa atin, di ba? Ilan ang pipiliin, di ba? Ilan ang inyong pinagpipilian, di ba? At kailan to i-announce?
So based from the nominees, whether it's 50, more than 50 or what, i-trim down po yun ng evaluators into 15.
15.
Ang committee ng 15. Then, doon po sa screening ng panel, i-trim down po yun. Wala pong exact whether it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, or 1. Yun po yung final. Yun po yung deliberation final screening.
So, wala talagang...
Yes, we came up from 15 to 7. Okay, so with that 7, we agreed na it will be announced by PSC. May parang next week pagkatapos po itong contract. Parang i-announce na po nito.
Abangan natin
Pito,
yun.
Magic 7.
Abangan natin yun.
Magic 7. Tama po ba? Oo. Kabilang dyan sa pinagpipilian si Robert Jaworski.
Hindi, tapos na. Na-induct na yan.
Tapos na pala.
Na-induct na yan.
Na-induct na. Pero doon sa, kaya lang naisip ko dahil 7.
At totoo yung kalahating milyon bawat isa, Mayor, ang bibigay?
Tama po. Tama po yun. 500 in increase. At saka kasama po yung kahit pumanaw na o buhay pa. Kasama po yun.
Nice.
And meron pong policy na yung kung hindi ka napili, you still can be nominated in the next
in the next one. Taon-taon ba ho to, Mayor? Taon-taon, annual to o biannual?
It's biannual, 2 years, tama po.
Biannual.
Tama.
Alright. Well, talagang abangan ng tao yan. Sabagat alam niyo yung mga sports heroes natin, inspirasyon po ng lipunan yan and of course lahat ng atleta natin.
Dagdag ko lang po, meron lang po yung cut-off. Kagaya po yung ngayon, ang coverage po nun, 2014 down.
Okay.
So magtataka kayo, bakit hindi nakasama to? Bakit naglalaro pa eh? Saka hindi takop nung 2015 up.
Okay.
Included po sila. So next category nun, next edition, baka na po yun, 2018 down or whatever.
Ganun. So maganda. At aabangan po natin lahat. Mayor, bago namin kayo pakawalan, isa na lang po, may lumabas po ngayon ng International Olympic Committee na announcement of policy na binaban po ang trans women from competing in female categories. Kamusta po ang implementation natin dito yan sa Pilipinas? Meron ba ho tayong ginagawa rin ganyang klaseng patakaran o merong implementation po? Meron ba hong mga sakop tungkol dyan?
Yes, pabor din sa atin yun. Talaga namang yung babae natin na akala nila lalaki, talaga namang babae yun. Pinahanak ng babae yun. So, ang tinamaan dito yung mabibigat na transgender ng whether it's may Paxeres, Morocco ata o Thailand. Yung mga ganun, yung mga dumaan sa medical procedure na whatever, di ba? Hindi na pwede yun.
Ang tinutukoy nyo yata dyan yung Algerian, si Iming Kalip, na talagang yung sabi nung isang Italiana during the Olympics, suntok lalaki daw.
Lalo na sa mga sport na
boxing. Di ba?
Hindi ko lang kung meron sa volleyball or what. Parang meron dito sa Southeast Asian.
Meron kasi ang gagamitin daw nilang basihan President Bambol is the SRY genes screening, no? Yung tinatawag nilang male development gene. Yun ba ho ay atin ding i-implement dito in case meron tayong ganyang klaseng for our national athletes?
Yeah, we will follow. We will follow what is the instruction of the IOC. Kaya lang, may pumalag na po, pumalag yung France, no?
France?
Ano daw yung policy na yun, one step backward.
Bakit?
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko alam kung marami ho bang ano doon.
Hindi ba ho? Hindi ba, Mayor, sa LA Olympics, di ba, sinabi na ni President Trump na hindi niya papayagan yun? Meron bang relationship yung announcement na yun?
Nagkataon na siguro na tama, no? Kasi pangit naman talaga, unfair naman talaga yung yung nagpipilit na yun ang gender niya.
At lumalaban. Hindi naman natin dinidiscriminate ang LGBTQ. Pero yung pagdating sa atleta lang ang pinag-uusapan dito.
Di ba? Fair play.
We're talking of yung 1.1 or 0.2 difference. Sounds a lot.
Including yung lakas ng suntok or whatever
correct,
sport they are. All right. Well, President Bambol, congratulations po muli sa inyong honor na nakuha dyan sa Tagaytay from the Asian Cycling and we look forward to more victories ng ating mga siklista. And of course, we're looking forward sa ating mga atleta manalo sa Asian Games this year.
Pumasyal po kayo para makita nyo naman yung mamalaki ng Pilipinas. Not only Tagaytay, ng buong bansa.
Ayan nakikita na natin sa video ngayon. Ang ganda.
It's a world class.
Papasyal talaga tayo dyan, Mayor. Maraming po salamat. All the best sa inyo. Maraming po salamat.
Salamat po. God bless. Salamat po.
Mga kaibigan, ang presidente po ng Philippine Olympic Committee at presidente ng Philippine Cycling, si Mayor Abraham Bambol Tolentino ng Tagaytay City. Again, yung kanilang Tagaytay City Velodrome is now a Category A facility.
Hindi po bagyo yan, yung ganong kaganda.
Yan po ay binigyan ng honor ng Asian Cycling Confederation. Diyan po sa Track and Para Championship nila ngayon na ginaganap sa Tagaytay. And again, you can see the video. Yan ba yun talaga? Yan ba yan?
Parang yung napapanood ko lang dati sa Europe yan.
Yan ba yan?
Yes.
Yan talaga naman nakakamangha. Kita mo naman ang ganda ng track na yan. Kahoy daw yan. Sabi niya, galing ng Australia.
Biro mo, sinasabi kanina ni President Bambol, nagkakahalaga ng 8 milyon.
8 milyon yung isang bisikletang
yun. Hindi pa electric vehicle yan, ha? Di pa jack yan.
Kaya aabot na ng Laguna yan. Ay, nako. Pero again, congratulations. Sana po ito'y magbunga na marami pang gintong medalya para sa ating siklista.
Yes.
At sabi nga ni Mayor Bambol, iba ang nasa track. May explosion. Yung katawan, iba ang katawan. Kita mo naman mga binti ng babae yan, ha? Kita mo naman mga pata niyan. Kasi nalaki nung kinakain natin bulal. Alright mga kapatid, bago po tayo magpatuloy, syempre may paalala po mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas shirts or merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network, one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99, and of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart.
Thank you!
Live more today!
Thank you!
When we return, mga kapatid, ang ating pong pag-uusapan ang mga masasayang topic ng Cash or Bash. And mamaya po, ang ating pong bisita, Coach Garrett Kelly ng Macau Black Bears in the show live mamaya-maya po. And syempre po, ang Power and Play hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Photon, Joyride, at ng N Plus Gold. Ang oras po natin, 9:38 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by Ultima at ng M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay.
To be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours with Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Never too late to start over with 105.9 True FM. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid!
Tinataguyod ng BW Super Bake Shop ang Kapatid Day, your everyday super bake shop.
With Technogus Technique, cooking isn't just about making meals. It's about creating moments. Discover safe, durable, and high-performing kitchen appliances built to last with Technogus Technique. From cooking ranges and range hoods to built-in hobs, ovens, and other kitchen appliances, Technogus Technique is designed to bring elegance and efficiency to your kitchen. Experience Italian kitchen excellence with Technogus Technique, your cooking partner. That's the Technogus Technique.
Bianca De Vera here. When I enter a room, napapatingin sila because my skin says I'm here. Kasi I use Silka Green Papaya Soap, boosted with green papaya enzymes. With regular use, kitang-kita ang Cutis Silka in as early as 7 days. Bianca De Vera po! Kitang-kita ang Cutis Silka ko with Silka Green Papaya Soap. Whitens in as early as 7 days with regular use. Silka Green Papaya Soap.
Tinataguyod ng BW Super Bake Shop ang Kapatid Day, your everyday super bake shop. Ang oras, 8:40.
Ang oras sa True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis sa sarap, bangis sa sulit.
Sulit na extra strong beer ba hanap mo? Ito na, ang Leon Extra Strong Beer. 7% ABV. Ngayon, may mapangis na promo pa. Bili ka ng 2 litro, may libreng 500 ml na. Sa 200 pesos SRP lang, may 2.5 litro ka na. Bangis na tama! Ilabas na ang bangis ng Leon. Bili na! Promo runs from December 19, 2024 to December 31, 2025. Extended until June 30, 2026. For DOH, FDA, CFRR permit number 1748S, 2024. Drink responsibly.
Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis sa sarap, bangis sa sulit.
Bianca De Vera here. When I enter a room, napapatingin sila because my skin says I'm here. Kasi I use Silka Green Papaya Soap, boosted with green papaya enzymes. With regular use, kitang-kita ang Cutis Silka in as early as 7 days. Bianca De Vera po! Kitang-kita ang Cutis Silka ko with Silka Green Papaya Soap. Whitens in as early as 7 days with regular use. Silka Green Papaya Soap.
Tinataguyod ng BW Super Bake Shop ang Kapatid Day, your everyday super bake shop.
Sulit na extra strong beer ba hanap mo? Ito na, ang Leon Extra Strong Beer. 7% ABV. Ngayon, may mapangis na promo pa. Bili ka ng 2 litro, may libreng 500 ml na. Sa 200 pesos SRP lang, may 2.5 litro ka na. Bangis na tama! Ilabas na ang bangis ng Leon. Bili na! Promo runs from December 19, 2024 to December 31, 2025. Extended until June 30, 2026. For DOH, FDA, CFRR permit number 1748S, 2024. Drink responsibly.
Leon Extra Strong Beer. Bangis sa sarap, bangis sa sulit. Kapatid, 3 taon na ang 105.9 True FM. Kaya i-celebrate natin ang 3 years ng balita, serbisyo, musika, saya at inspirasyon. Triple saya, together, kapatid! March 28, 2026 sa Pateros Municipal Hall. Super celebration ito dahil join tayo sa Kapatid Day 2026 kasama ang TV5 Kapatids. Para looking good, libre ang gupit, mani-pedi at massage. Para di hungry, may palugaw at street food. Para healthy, free ang medical consultation, meds at may bloodletting pa. Para sa legal advice, may free legal consultation din. Para happy, maki-storytelling, videoke, bingo bonanza, zumba at balut recipe battle. Calling all paw parents, isama ang inyong fur babies para sa ating anti-rabies drive. At para lalo kaming mapalapit sa inyo, ilo-launch na ang 105.9 True FM website. Tara kapatid! Sama-sama tayo sa Triple Saya, Together Kapatid! Dahil 3 taon na ang 105.9 True FM. 3 taon ng True Sayo, kapatid! Ang Triple Saya Together ay hatid sa inyo ng Rhea Generics at EO Executive Optical.
Tinataguyod ng BW Super Bake Shop ang Kapatid Day, your everyday Super Bake Shop.
Balita, impormasyon, public service, entertainment, music, inspiration. Totoo, tunay, tapat. Ito ang True FM sa 105.9. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid. Simulcast sa True TV sa Signal Channel 19.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and Play with Magnolia Eala. Ulit na nagbabalik ang Power and Play at kinakamusta natin lahat ng mga suki natin sa 105.9 True FM, sa 1PH on Signal TV, True TV Channel 19, at sa Facebook Live of course, at sa YouTube, and of course sa Sunday replay natin sa RPTV Channel 9. Kamusta po kayong lahat? Sana po yung nag-i-enjoy kayo sa ating show ngayong Sabado ng umaga. Partner?
Yeah, maabig kabosan at sikay namin, dita na dinggayin Pangasinan, medyo ang putanglay panahon ditan, medyo mainit na. Kaya mas lalo na sa Hilaga. So tingnan nyo lang ang sarili. But I also want to greet, short lang na
Siyempre.
yesterday, ang aking kaibigan at batchmate na si Edwin John Frias celebrated his birthday yesterday. At yung ngayon, isa ko pang kaibigan, ang opinion editor ng Business Mirror na si Angel Calso is celebrating his birthday today.
Happy
at
birthday.
yung nakalimutan kong batiin last week, isang masugid na nanonood sa atin from Tanawan, Batangas.
Wow! Sayang ko yan.
Si Guido Guevara, nanonood palagi sa ating programa. And lastly, get well soon, my love. Alam mo naman,
nga pala.
ang aking wife ay...
Ma'am Red, get well soon.
She's recovering na.
Okay
medyo
naman
bumalik
yan.
na yung lakas. At hopefully, ma-discharge na mamaya. At makauwi na kami.
Yeah. Okay yan. Okay lang yan. Siyempre, ganyan minsan. Kasi masarap masyado magluto ito eh. Kaya ganyan.
Gano'n lang.
By the way, happy birthday, Hermeline Aboro Padernal, sister-in-law ni Rome Ortigas. Naku. Happy birthday at sa lahat po ng mga nagsasapit ng kanilang karawan. Bago tayo magpatuloy, syempre may patuloy pong pamimigay ang Joyride dito sa ating show, sa ating Joyride Top-Up promo, kung saan namimigay po tayo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits para sa paggamit ng Joyride services. Napakadali po para manalo, sumali lang at i-download lamang ang latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ang screenshot ng app's home screen. And of course, ipadala po yung screenshot via private message sa Power and Play FB page. Kasama po ng inyong buong pangalan at registered mobile number. At kayo po may chance manalo ng 1,000 pesos JRPay wallet credits para sa Joyride Delivery, Joyride Motorcycle Taxi, Joyride Taxi Cab, Joyride Car at ang Joyride Super Taxi Airport Edition. Lahat po yan mula sa Joyride Super App, ang inyong bagong kasundo. Alright, partner.
Yeah.
Andito na ating next guest. Well, very interesting because we have been trying to get him on the show, and of course, when they started, lalo na when they started their stint in the PBA Commissioner's Cup, and finally we have him on the show. Except that unfortunately there has been some changes in his status with his current team. And maybe we should get it straight from the horse's mouth, as they say.
From the bear's mouth.
From the bear's mouth. Ang ating pong next guest is the former head coach of the Macau Black Knights, no other than Coach Garrett Kelly. Coach Garrett, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Well, first of all, it seems like we were a bit late trying to get you on the show, but we're just so happy that you're here now. So we understand that there's been a change in the coaching situation with the Macau Black Knights, with a new coach taking over, Coach Marcus Elliott. So can you tell us a little bit, Coach Garrett, what happened, what transpired, what eventually led to the change?
Yeah, I think you guys know this. Life comes at you fast in this profession. So, we were thrilled. We still are thrilled to be a part of this. I'm still with the Macau Black Bears organization. The Black Knights is kind of a branch off of the Black Bears, and it was a part of playing in this PBA leg as a guest team for the Commissioner's Cup. I think we had a good enough team to become competitive, and we're still on a path for that. But we had some local sponsors that are part of this kind of temporary ownership group here with the Black Knights branch. And they had some different ideas about how we should play, and I understood that, and I don't pay the bills, so they pay me to coach the team. I show up and try to coach the team, try to get the players to play well, and try to give us our best chance to be competitive. We had 3 games of it, and our local sponsor ownership group said we'd like to make a change, and I said best of luck to you. I love these players, and I hope that they play well. And I hope that they find a way to get a win tonight. I think tonight is the night for them to get one. And they're in good hands with Marcus Elliott. He's a really bright young coach.
Yeah.
He would be an old player, but he's a very young coach. Yeah. And he's a great young man, and he has all the respect of the players.
All right.
Because of his work ethic and his knowledge for the game and his relationships with the players. So as they kind of started to shift me back towards Macau, I kind of saw the tea leaves or the writing on the wall, and I started to try to push for Marcus to be that next person up because I think he'd be a fresh voice. Again, he's still on the court playing with the guys in practice every day, so he's still physically out there working with the players and putting in that sweat equity that the players really respect. So I think he'll have their back and they'll have his. And they have a great chance tonight against Magnolia.
Of course, Marcus Elliott is a former ABL MVP and a former player. First coaching stint, however, so it will be certainly a challenge for him when he steps onto the court tonight. But Coach Garrett, you were part of that start of the Macau Black Bears in the PBA, and unfortunately, you were not able to notch a win. What do you think is the reason for the poor start of the Black Bears?
Good question.
Yeah, I think record-wise, you can say poor start. That's fair. Obviously, this is a zero-sum business. It's a win-loss. If you win, you're successful. If you lose, you're not. I think for us, we were trying to take a little bit of a longer view on the season, and it's a 48-minute game that you got to get used to. All of our players, outside of maybe Tony Mitchell, have only played 40-minute games. So we knew that was going to be a new kind of style of play for us. The PBA obviously has a lot of really high IQ basketball players that have played in this league for many years. And then they have a lot of coaches that have been in this league for many years. So they kind of know how these games go. They know how to work the officials. They know what they can get away with. They know what they can't. And so we were new. And honestly, first game against Converge, who by all accounts, especially based on their roster and their budget, is a top 4 or 5 team. I know their record doesn't say that just yet, but I think eventually it will. But we're tied with 5 minutes to go, 92-92. And then we just kind of run out of gas at the end of the fourth quarter and aren't able to score enough. Rain or shine, Again, another team that's, I think, undefeated right now, and has played extremely well with their import Jalen Johnson, and then even when Jalen Johnson not on the floor, they're playing really well. And we're tied 107 with 45 seconds left, and then we get a technical foul, we go down 1, then we give up an offensive rebound and 1, we go down 4. So another game that we're right there in. And then Ginebra at home, Arnetta Friday night, 7:30 game. Brownlee playing as well as he's playing right now. It doesn't seem like he misses a shot. And we played them even for 3 quarters. We just had a letdown in the second quarter, and the game got away from us. I think we lost the second quarter by 17, but every other quarter we either tied or won. So we're right there. This team coming up against Magnolia, I think, is going to be a big-time game for us because they're also winless, and so are we. So I think it's a chance to, for one of these teams, is going to be pretty desperate to try to get a win. So I could see it being a really competitive environment. I could see tempers flaring. So I think whoever stays emotionally tough enough throughout the game should have a chance to win at the end. It's just a matter of ball bouncing your way and making the right plays down the stretch to finish the game off.
All right.
And we were right there, honestly. We're right there to get one of those wins. We could have easily been 2-1. My goal coming into it was to split those first 2 games and go 1-1, and then we get a week of practice, and then hopefully we can get on the right track. And we just didn't do it. So that's the way the game goes. Breaks of the game.
Okay, Coach. Before the start of the Commissioner's Cup, your import was supposed to be the Guara. And then suddenly he changed, went to another team, and then you picked Mitchell.
Tony Mitchell, yeah.
Tony Mitchell as a replacement. Do you think that was one of the reasons why your team started with a 0-3 slate?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, we can't say how it would be with Sam. We have some evidence of what it's like to play with Sam. You can look back at some of our East Asia Super League games where him and Damien have been a pretty effective combination together. They're very unique. I would say probably the most unique duo, honestly, in the world. Sam DeGuara is 7'6". Damien Chong-Keys, on a good day, maybe 5'7". So, I mean, you're talking about a speedy little left-handed point guard with Chinese grandfather that's from Baltimore, Maryland, USA, and Sam DeGuara, who's 2 feet taller from Malta and has been playing all over China and Asia for the last 5-6 years. Really unique combination to guard. Damien's left-handed. He's very quick. He doesn't stop attacking. You guys could see him play. He gets the oohs and the ahs from the crowd because he's just relentless. He's almost like an Allen Iverson. He's got the braids. He does not stop going at the rim and scores most of his points around the paint. And then you have DeGuara, who's obviously a massive player, but he also is in phenomenal shape. He runs the floor. He demands the ball deep in the post. He draws a lot of attention. He draws a lot of fouls. I'd like to think he would get some whistles for foul calls here in the Philippines, but I don't know that. But every game with Sam, it's just like, are they going to call fouls? Because he gets fouled every time he gets the ball. And, we go to Taiwan and he doesn't get the calls. We go to Okinawa, Japan, and play at Ryukyu, and he doesn't get the calls. But then occasionally he'll get a game where the referee does see the fact that everybody's holding on to him and grabbing him, and then you get in the bonus early and you can kind of control the pace of the game. So in a 48-minute game in the Philippines as a guest team, I still think Sam would be really effective, but that's not the path we went. We went with Tony Mitchell, who's got an awesome attitude. He's an incredible athlete as well. He plays above the rim. I think he's working his way into shape, and I think you could see that first 2 games really. But by the 3rd game, you started to see what Tony Mitchell does, which is 15 rebounds, 15 points, protects the rim. He's a great teammate, constantly high-fiving guys, constantly big smile on his face, constantly communicating. And those are the things we encouraged out of him. But again, this is a zero-sum business. There's no time for moral victories, and there's no time for, hey, you're doing great, and we think that you're going to be great in the future. You got to get it done. And we didn't get it done the first 3 games, so obviously I pack my stuff up and I go back to Macau. So those are the consequences and repercussions of not winning games. So we understand that. And honestly, Sam's doing great. He's still part of our family, kind of our, not an official contractual family, but in terms of the relationships we've built out here in Asia, he's one of those people that trusts myself and people that are in our leadership group to take care of it.
Do you think Tony Mitchell will remain? We're hearing news that Oscar Lopez is being tapped. Is that something in the horizon? I know that you're no longer calling the shots as a coach, but you're still part of the team. What is the latest there?
Yeah, I mean, I was never calling the shots with the roster either. That's more so our local sponsor here that we took on for this Black Knights venture. But Oscar has been on our roster as the second import. We couldn't get him Asian heritage status, even though he has a Cambodian passport. But again, the PBA was just unwilling to work with us on him being an Asian heritage player. So we made him kind of an import in case Tony couldn't play. But yeah, we love Oscar too. He's a great player and a great guy. We really enjoyed working with him. I've certainly enjoyed coaching him. I don't know if he'll be activated tonight. I mean, that would require our team to basically have to have an injury for Tony, which I don't think he has, as far as I know. I haven't been at practice this week. I was at practice on Tuesday, and that was the last time I saw the group, and Tony looked fine. So I would think Tony plays tonight. I did see Oscar put up a post about going to the game, and I think he might just be trying to get some new girlfriend or something like that. So he's probably just
all right. Well, I mean, okay, you were talking of, I've covered your team because I did some games for the EASL, and of course when I was still involved in Philippine basketball, I've seen a lot of the Asian leagues, but I know that you're used to playing two imports, partner, all the time, and of course all the other quirks and the rules of other leagues. Do you think that the Macau Black Bears was not able to get enough concessions in their stint here in the Commissioner's Cup?
Yeah, I made that pretty clear. Again, they're basing everything off of historically, they've had two guest teams in the last however many years that they've been allowing. I don't know about prior to COVID, but I know that 2022 they had Bay Area Dragons.
Right.
Bay Area Dragons had one import whose monthly salary was bigger than our entire team's budget. So, just as an example. And then Hong Kong Eastern, they're dealing with a budget that's 10 to 15 times our budget as a team. So I made those concessions. I asked, can our three Asian heritage players play together, which would have allowed Damian Chong Kee, Phoenix Shackelford, and Raymond Chow to play on the same at the same time.
Yeah, that's right.
And I said, those are three of our top 5 players. And they said, no, they can't. And I said, do you want us to win a game? And I said, you want us to be competitive, right? They said, oh, come on, coach, you'll be fine. I said, no, I'm telling you right now, we need those guys. And so, we didn't get those. We didn't get Oscar Lopez, who has a Cambodian passport, as an Asian heritage player. We made a couple other pushes and requests, but again, the PBA there's a reason they've been running for 50 years. They're consistent with what they do. When they make a rule, they decide on it, they stick with it, which I respected and I appreciated. I just asked and said, and pleaded really, can you make some exceptions for us? We're a small, Macau has 700,000 people. It's a small island region of a very small basketball population, but they do love basketball, but it's not the Philippines. There's not 120 million people here. We're not Japan. We're not Korea. We don't have these, mass population of basketball players to pull from. We have a very small selection pool to pull from. So we have to get very creative with players like Damian, whose grandfather is Chinese, with Phoenix Shackelford, whose grandmother is Macanese, with people like Oscar Lopez, who's from Cambodia, with Raymond Chow, who's Australian, but his parents are Chinese. So we need help if you want us to be a part of this long term. So, I mean, part of that being invited back for multiple cups in the future was contingent on us having some success this year, which they defined as making the playoffs. So I think you got to get to 6-6 or 7-5 to make the playoffs. You're sitting at 0-3 right now, so you gotta go get hot here soon in order to have those potential options for the future.
All right, partner. Well, just to add on to that, you were talking about being a regular member of the PBA in the long term.
Yeah.
Is that still in the horizon? Is that something that is being pushed by the management team eventually? Because I know your home league is I guess not very big, and that's why you need a tournament that goes almost full year. No, is that still something that the Macau Black Bears are looking at?
I think they're looking at it, but again, we can look all we want. It's the PBA's decision, and unfortunately, I don't think they're investing enough to do it right. But we'll see. Again, we have a local sponsor here on the ground that's taking care of all of our bills here in the Philippines, and they're the ones that are kind of responsible for roster decisions, coaching decisions, and so. The ball's in their court now, and if they get this thing turned around and win enough games, I think a playoff appearance would then allow the league to say let's keep the Macau team on as a guest team.
Right. Okay.
Well, one question, Coach. After a 0-3 loss, what can you say about the physicality of the league right now in the PBA? Has it gone more physically right now, or is it the same type of physical play where you initially participated in the PBA?
Yeah, I think it's what we expected. I mean, it's what we were anticipating going into it. I think we had 2 practices with our entire roster leading up to our first game, and it's just tough. I mean, you can't really replicate it in practice. I can not call fouls when we scrimmage. I can. We can do drills where we get really physical and talk to them about this is what it's going to feel like. But the reality is we don't have a very big roster. We're pretty small. Our backcourt's small. Our front court, Tony's a big guy, but outside of Tony, we don't have that much size. The PBA teams aren't necessarily tall, but the players, you get up close to them and you see that there's big guys. Even the smaller guards that are short, they're thick, stocky guys. They're very smart players. They know these officials. They've been dealing with them their whole careers, so they know what they can get away with. My thing with the officials was always, if you see one of our players doing something that you think is going to be a foul, tell them and then call a foul. Because if you tell them first, maybe they'll go, okay, I understand, I'll stop. Because I saw that kind of communication and that back and forth with the PBA players, the local PBA players. It was, hey, if you do that again, I'm calling a foul.
Right.
But with us, it was instantly, boom, foul. And now, Damien Chunk, he has a foul in the first 10 seconds of all 3 games. And I'm going, why? Why don't you just tell them, hey, don't do that. I'll call you for a foul next time.
Yeah.
And also, if you call a ticky-tack foul on us, then I'm going to be looking for it on the other side. And when you don't call it on the other side, now we're going back and forth about touch fouls, which you don't want to call anyway.
Yeah.
It makes your life harder as an official. But we knew the league. We watched it. You watch it on film. You can see it. You get up close and see these players, and they're thick, stronger guys. They're built for that 48-minute game. Our style of play is much more up-tempo. We want to score 120, 130, 140 points a game. It requires you to be in shape to run for that long, but it also requires you to be strong enough to take those hits and those screens and that physical contact throughout that 48-minute game and keep running and keep making shots. And we just didn't do that. We did not do it late in games. We didn't have the legs. We didn't have we weren't able to take those hits, take that beating, and then come back later with energy and have enough legs and wind to make shots late. But I knew that going into it. I knew it was going to be a process that required probably, 15, 20, 30 days. And my goal was that by that, middle of April, we had a stretch. I think we had a stretch on the schedule coming in April. I want to say April 10th. That was kind of my goal. Like at that point, we should be in good enough shape to play Macau-style basketball. Play a full-court game, shooting 4-pointers, pressing, really moving the ball well, and playing with energy for a full 48 minutes, which I thought would be an effective style of play in the PBA.
Right.
But again, we just didn't quite get there. I think we scored 94 the first game, 109 the second game, and then 93 the third game. So we're kind of at this 96, 98, 99 points a game average, and I wanted it to be more 120, 125, and we just didn't get there.
Well, I know it's going to be an exciting game tonight. Hopefully the Macau Black Knights can pick up a win. And of course, jumpstart again the campaign in the Commissioner's Cup. But Coach Garrett, you've been very professional about your whole situation. So what's next for you? Is there a chance that you would even accept a coaching job in the Philippines?
Yeah, absolutely. I love the Philippines. Their passion for basketball is unmatched on earth. I really think that. And I've been blessed to be able to travel around the world. And one of the hardest things to do when you're coaching a team or you're building a program is to get people not only in your program, your coaches and your players and your leadership to care about the team and its success, but also fans. It's really hard to convince people to care about what you're doing, and you don't have to do that here. People care. So anybody that's trying to win and play basketball the right way, I would be 100% on board with. But right now, contractually, I will go back to Macau. I will focus on our youth space and developing future players in Macau. And I also work with the East Asia Super League and their future champions. I have a contract with them to help run camps throughout Philippines. We have a program with Coach Joe up in Cebu. So I'll be there a little bit, helping him with his elite youth basketball program that we're building through future champions. And then also in Hong Kong and Macau, we'll be putting together some elite teams and then some all-star teams that will travel and play against each other. So exciting stuff in the summer, especially with the youth elite basketball space in Asia.
Well, speaking of EASL, you mentioned the EASL. What do you think are the reasons why PBA teams are having a hard time getting a championship in the EASL?
Well, I think some of it has to do with the rules. You look at PBA and it's one import. So EASL is two. So you look at a team like Morocco, who is focusing on building out their team and their program and competing in the PBA. I think it was kind of overlapping during the Philippines Cup and getting ready for the Commissioner's Cup, EASL is. And they overlap. So then you got to go from having, and we see this with teams in Korea as well, but any one import league, you're preparing and playing in competitions with your one import, and then all of a sudden this big EASL game comes up against a team from Japan or Taiwan, and then you got to bring in that other import, and you got to start playing a completely different style of play, which is really challenging to do. And EASL, it's more like it's like a miniature NFL football season. There's one big game, like once every 3 weeks, and it's against a really good team that's really prepared and is coming in there to play for a $1.5 million purse, grand prize at the end. So they're really, really focused on winning that game. So if you're as an example, a PBA team or even a Korean team, which I've seen, they've also had trouble being successful in the league. If you're focused on your one import and your style of play and getting ready for your local league or your domestic league, and then all of a sudden, hey, we got a game on Wednesday night against Ryukyu Golden Kings, who has dominated Japan basketball for the last 10 years, and they have two imports and a localized player that are big-time players, and they're trying to come in here and kick your butt, so you better be ready to play.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you got to change your practice plan, you got to add a second import. Everybody's got to get used to a new rotation and a new role because everything changes when you add another import onto the court. And it just makes it really difficult. But I think, I'm not sure if you were on the call for our game in Isabela when we played Morocco.
Yeah.
But I mean, that Morocco roster might have been the best team, the best roster that I've seen in Asia. You had Vahidi at the 2, you had Brownlee at the 3, you had Rondae Hollis-Jefferson at the 4, and you had Romero at the 5. I mean, that's NBA level size and really skill set throughout each position, and they were just a load to deal with. I think we're down 19 in the third quarter, and then Rondae Hollis-Jefferson gets injured, and then we have the ball with 3 seconds left in the fourth, and we're down 2 and have a chance to win or tie.
Right.
So that was an awesome game. It was a really high-level basketball game. But, getting out there on the floor with that group, you're kind of looking around going, these dudes are enormous, and they're connected, and they all have different skill sets and complementing skill sets. So I think that Morocco team, I would take that roster if they have some chance to practice under coach I know he does a great job, but it's difficult to do. You're prepared for one league, and then all of a sudden you add in a whole other player, and you got to get ready for a totally different style of play. It's very challenging from a coach's side, very challenging from the player's side. So, again, I think I'm not going to be critical of the PBA, but if they were looking at a broader picture and saying this is good for the PBA to go put our product on a global stage in Japan, in Taiwan, in Korea, in Hong Kong, in Macau, and now coming up next year, Mongolia is going to be bigger in the EASL. Malaysia is going to be involved. Indonesia is going to be involved. You're talking about showing your product over the all of Asia. I wish that they would just kind of move into the 21st century a little bit and grow up. Just, hey, let's be like everybody else, and let's say, hey, let's take Filipino teams and go play against Japanese teams that have 2 imports, that localize players much more quickly, and let's try to beat them, because there's a $1.5 million on the line. Second place gets $750,000. So, I mean, these are big chunks of money that can really help your organization and the players and staff and the people that work for you. So,
and there's always the branding of the PBA that has to be protected. But again, you're not the first one who has ever said that the PBA is still living in the past. Hopefully some of our PBA officials are going to be taking a look at this in the future. Coach Garrett, thank you so much.
That's okay.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope we can stay in touch. And you know that I have a facility, you know this. So I saw in Laguna, so that where your teams can come over and do your clinic. So we'll certainly welcome you there.
All right. Thanks for having me on, guys. You guys do awesome work. And
thanks so much.
Keep promoting the game and keep doing it.
Take it easy now.
Thank you, Coach.
Mga kaibigan, Coach Garrett Kelly ng Macau Black Knights, former coach. At ngayon ay director for player development. Hopefully, we'll get him back on the show in the future. Alright, partner, bago tayo mag-break, silipin muna natin ang ating mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ang title po ng video natin ngayon ay Lost at Sea. Panoorin natin to, ha. Ball is life pa rin na ang mga kabayan nating marino kahit nasa gitna ng dagat. Aba, nga no. Ayun, nahulog. Yun nga lang, di talaga maiiwasan yung mga ganitong insidente. Yung bang mainit ang bakbakan sa court, pero nag-over the bakod ang bola at nahulog sa dagat, patay. Isa lang ang bola. Disgrasya nga po, di ba? Dapat talaga may extra bola. Kapag ganyan, ayun, nalaglag na, goodbye. At yan din po ang ating Stop and Pop. Stop na talaga yung game, pop pa. Pop na lang ng beer.
Alam mo kung ano kinulang doon?
Ano?
Yung net ang baba. Dapat sinabit pa na mas mataas.
O, iksiyan na lang yung ball. Alright mga kapatid, we'll take a quick break sa aming pong pagbabalik. Casio Bash. At mamaya, ang isang atleta natin sa Winter Olympics. Lahat po yan sa Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Photon, Joyride at ng N Plus Gold. Ang oras po natin, 9:16 na umaga. This time check is brought to you by Ultima at ng M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours with Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart, abo.
Nasa right, tama. Ang nasa tama, nasa totoo. Tunay, tapat. True FM sa 105.9. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Ang oras, 9:17.
Ang oras sa True FM ay hatid sa inyo ng
Fujidenzo Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fujidenzo. Quality above all.
Celebrate the decade na lahat tayo nakaka-relate.
Every breath you take, shout, shout, let it all out.
Lahat ng pumatok nung dekada 80, sunod-sunod, sama-sama. Diba ang saya? Celebrate 80 Sabado. Dekada na hindi malilimutan. Dekada na memories ang laman. 80 Sabado, 3 p.m. hanggang 5:30 p.m.
Celebrate the lives of your fallen family heroes at Tahanan ng Alaala in Himlayang, Pilipino. We offer premium memorial service by providing 24 hours personalized customer care with flexible funeral and chapel accommodation packages. At Himlayang, Pilipino, we give honor to the heroes of your lives. For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968-896-4850 or 0917-713-5034 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org.
Himlayang Pilipino.
3 taon na po ang 105.9 True FM. This calls for a celebration, kaya magsasama-sama ang True FM at TV5 sa pinaka-aabangang Kapatid Day sa Pateros Municipal Hall, March 28, 2026. Simula alas 6 ng umaga, treat namin kayo sa libreng haircut, mani-pedi at massage. I-experience ang totoong alagang kapatid sa medical mission. Libre ang health consultation, gamot at may bloodletting din. Para sa inyong legal concerns, may legal mission at sumbungan center po tayo. Mawawala ba ang saya? Videoke booth para kay ate at kuya, pabingo para kina nanay at tatay, at storytelling booth para kay bunso. Zumba Warriors, i-ready na ang costume para todo hatao sa Zumba Dance Challenge. At dahil nasa Pateros tayo, tikman natin ang iba't ibang special recipes ng balut. Paw Parents, may libreng anti-rabies drive para sa inyong fur babies. Present sa Kapatid Day ang inyong paboritong kapatid artists, anchors at TV5 personalities. Let's go na sa Pateros Municipal Hall sa March 28 para sa Kapatid Day. Kita-kits mga kapatid! Ang Kapatid Day ay hatid sa inyo ng Rhea Generics at EO Executive Optical.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and play with Magnolia Eala. Welcome back mga kaibigan. Siyempre, bago po natin ipagpatuloy ang ating show, kailangan natin magpasalamat sa lahat po ng mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play. We're going on our 8th year. At again, nagpapasalamat po tayo sa lahat ng ating sponsors. Unahin ko na po, of course, ang Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Ngayong pabago-bago po ang panahon at umiinit na, kailangan natin na matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na pang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero, Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Thank you!
Mileage Asia Corporation, roofing the nation with Cherry Loom, galvanizing the industry with Sumo brand GI sheets.
Thank you!
Photon, empowering the Filipino business. Kapag komportable ang biyahe, ang sarap mag-long trip. at yan ang hatid ng Photon Vans tulad ng Photon Trans Van, Photon Traveler at yung Photon Tuono na 15-seater at Photon Tuono Executive 11-seater. Turbo diesel ang makina, walang bitin sa lakas at hatak. Meron manual and automatic transmission, pang negosyo, pang barkada at pang pamilya. May 5-year or 150-kilometer warranty, whichever comes first. Pumunta o tumawag sa pinakamalapit na Photon dealership sa inyong lugar.
Cherry Tigo! Cherry Auto Philippines has given motorists yet another reason to switch to its 7-seater all-new Tigo REV Luxury Edition SUV. The all-new Tigo REV LE has posted a best-in-class fuel efficiency rating of 84.28 kilometers per liter gasoline equivalent following a fuel eco run conducted by the DOE in 2025. According to the DOE test results, the Tigo REV LE topped its class among vehicles evaluated across plug-in, hybrid, diesel, and gasoline categories. The Tigo REV LE has a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. It offers a combined electric and hybrid driving range of up to 1,400 kilometers on a full tank and charge. The model also comes equipped with multiple safety and driver assistance features, including advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, and 540-degree camera system. Own a 7-seater Cherry Tigo REV LE starting at 1.548 million pesos. Visit your nearest Cherry Auto Philippines dealership and book a test drive today.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. Bawat lakad, bawat biyahe, may Joyride na para sa iyo. Joyride MC Taxi para sa mabilisang solo rides. Joyride Car para sa comfortable at affordable na car rides. Joyride Taxi Cab para sa convenient metered rides. At Joyride Super Taxi Airport Transfer para sa hassle-free airport trips mo. Always safe at affordable. Mag-book ng mga kasundo. Joyride ang inyong bagong kasundo.
Thank you!
M2 Veggie Drink. Drink your gulay. Game on. Hydrate right with M2 Veggie Drink. Packed with natural electrolytes from malunggay, okra, and ginger. It's gulay power in every sip. And yes, it's surprisingly delicious. Trusted by moms, loved by kids, perfect for school days, play days, and every day. Available at all your leading supermarkets and drugstores nationwide. Drink your gulay, mag M2 Veggie Drink na.
Thank you!
Follow M2's official social media accounts for more updates, promos, and healthy tips.
Thank you!
N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal. May bagong teammate sa Power and Play, ang N Plus Gold Adult Nutritional Powder Drink para sa bawat laban. Powered ka with calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D3 essential nutrients for mobility and home strength at soy protein to support muscle development. N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal.
Thank you!
Ultima Vitamins and Minerals with Ginseng Food Supplement. Korean Pan Ginseng Ultima.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills San Juan. Skin.
Thank you!
And Smart, live more today.
Thank you!
Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat, mga kapatid.
you!
Sa lahat ng ating mga supporters ng Power and Play. Alright, at this point mga kaibigan, siyempre, tuloy-tuloy na kagad tayo. At pag-usapan po natin ang mga masasayang topic dito sa ating susunod na segment, ang Casio Bash. At ang Casio Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, Love Your Journey. At ngayong araw pong ito, nako, kasama natin ang ating mga kaibigan, mga veterano. Wala nang...
at mga idol.
Mga idol.
Mga idol.
Wala nang ihigit pa sa ating mga kasama.
Huwag mo kaming pandara.
Mga kaibigan, kasama po natin ngayon, veteran sports anchor and journalist Sev Sarmenta at ang editor ng The Game Magazine, Sid Ventura. Magandang umaga, gentlemen.
Good morning, mga idol.
Good morning.
Nakakatuwa at makasama ko itong mga kaibigan natin. Talagang pag ganito mga tag-init, itong kailangan natin pampalamig, di ba? Parang Sev, unang-una, gusto ko itong matanong. Actually, both of you, before we go to our topics, alam mo, I just checked the live rankings ng WTA after that performance of Alex. Although she came a little shy dun sa kanyang performance last year, bumaba si Alex Eala, mga kapatid. to rank number 45 in the live rankings, losing 290 points. Dahil nga, last year, or rather 270, last year, she had 390 points sa Miami Open.
Yeah.
But is this indicative, paring Sev, of, the kind of impact that Alex has had, hindi lamang sa WTA, kundi syempre sa Philippine tennis?
This is interesting because we have a Filipina who is in the mix of the world tennis competitions. We are concerned because we want her to win. We are happy we have a Filipina there. Nanonood tayo ng tennis matches ngayon, may Pilipinang kasali. Yung mga akyat baba na yan, part of life, alam ni Sid yan, alam mo yan, Noli. Yung akyat baba na rankings, normal yan. Ano yan, roller coaster ride. And tumatapang ang competition. They're now playing Alex Martyr, if I may say so.
No,
parang the teams of the other, yung Pilipino yan, mahilig mag-drop shot yan. Ito gagawin natin. Ito ang gagawin. So, medyo nababasa na siya. So, I'm not concerned. I'm just happy she's there. She is not Manny Pacquiao. I'll say that clear. She's not a Manny Pacquiao who fights every 5 or 6 months tapos will just overpower the competition. Alex's career is different. Alex will have many tournaments and she will do well in some and will struggle in others. She's a professional tennis player and we look forward to the day that she will win her first Grand Slam actually.
Sid, same thing. Obviously, this is malaking impact din in terms of she now has to, she's not automatically qualified for certain tournaments because of yung pagbagsak. But Sid, do you think that this will change quickly as the clay court season comes in?
Well, first, I'd just like to say lang, I agree with Sir Seb. We're in uncharted territory right now when it comes to Alex Eala. Pati WTA medyo nanibago sa impact niya, no? They didn't expect her to be drawing that kind of crowd, and even Coco Gauff said na it's good for the sport. A whole new demographic has been tuning in. Now I just think she has to stay the course. Tama nga yung sinabi ni Sir Seb, she's not gonna be sneaking up on anybody anymore. She had that Cinderella run last year sa Miami Open. Now her opponents are preparing for her, which I think is a compliment kasi they take her seriously. Hindi na siya parang flash in the pan na na player, So ngayon clay court season na, well, historically I'm not really sure about her performance on clay. I don't think it's as impressive as her hard court performance. Pero I think naman, well, her mentor is Rafa Nadal, the greatest clay court player of all time. So siguro naman may na-pick up siya kay Rafa, kay paring Rafa during her stay sa academy niya. But I'm really looking forward to how she does on clay this season.
Partner, obviously, ito naman hindi naman natin unexpected itong pagbaba, kasi in fact, there are other players. Paulini, for instance, she lost 325 points. Pegula lost 425 points. Raducanu lost 185 points dahil sa kanilang results in the last tournament.
Yes.
Pero mataas na ang kanilang ranking at marami na silang points kaya hindi masyado na-apekto. Si Alex, paakyat pa lang.
I guess tama si Sev at saka si Sid, di ba? And I think Alex also is open to what's happening to her right now.
Parang hindi naman, it's not the big deal for her.
It's not a big deal for her. Yun ang malaking bagay doon. Hindi niya yung masyado nadidibdib na, ba't bumaba ako ng ganito? Expected niya naman. It's part of the journey nga, sabi nga ni Sid. At saka yung challenge, di ba? She's only 20 years old. Marami pang pwede mangyari.
Marami pang mangyari talaga.
Because of the experience, mas alam niya pa yung susunod na mga dapat na galaw dahil pinag-aaralan siya.
Plus the point sinasabi ni Sid dito is the impact that she has had on tennis, on the WTA. Syempre, this will now give the organizers of tournaments some different mindset na imbitahin natin to mukhang malaki ang hatak nito, which is gonna happen in Austria where she is already a wild card entry dun sa susunod na first clay court tournament ni Alex in Austria in a few days. All right. Well, gentlemen, you know the drill dito sa Casio Bash. Simple lamang, we'll give you 3 items that have been pinag-uusapan ng mga tao at inyo pong hatulan kung cash, kung inyong merong approval ninyo o bash kung hindi kayo sang-ayon. And let's begin with our first topic of the morning. Ito ay patungkol sa nagaganap na Commissioner's Cup ng PBA. Pinaalalahanan ng PBA si TNT Import Bol sa kanyang responsibilidad sa mga media, at fans dahil mukhang minimohan ni Commissioner Willie dahil sa hindi niya pagsali sa mga post-game interviews kahit siya ang nagbe-best player sa laro. So, cash o bash, di tatagal sa PBA si Bolbol kung patuloy niyang isasantabi ang media at fan responsibilities. I'll begin with you, Sev. Go!
Pag sinabi kong cash, ibig sabihin I agree with
na hindi tatagal.
Na hindi tatagal.
Yes, that's right.
Cash. You know the position of the commissioner. Medyo iffy position ito kasi it applies to all players diba? I don't know if there's a language problem with and Sid will know this because he's there every day. I don't know if there's a language problem. I don't know kung pinoprotektahan siya ng daming spokesperson itong si Ball actually, but I think we should meron mahiyain, tanggap na natin yan. Pero I think part of being a professional is facing the media. Kahit sa college players, I coach them, I tell them, you have to face the media, you have to learn how to talk to them. If you're going to be a professional athlete, you have to participate. Kung may language problem, kumuha ka ng interpreter.
Oo.
Pero laki Amerika yun
laki Amerika to, Seb. Tsaka,
yung pa. Diba? And Sid will have a better answer than me because he's right there in the trenches, in the mix there.
But from a media practitioner, obviously, you're part of the team that covers the PBA. Mas magandang mas marami tayong malaman, di ba, Seb? Tungkol kay Bolbol.
I guess so, but I think I think also you can be selective yung mga naghahanda sa kanya. You don't have to do everybody. Dahan-dahan. Baka hindi sanay, then train nyo. Because sa akin personally, sa career growth niya, this is not the last place in the world he will probably play.
Yes.
So he will face other people, other countries, so might as well learn how to do it actually.
Sid, your take, cash or bash?
I can't say na completely cash ako dito I think medyo in between somehow kasi if TNT keeps on winning naman, I think they will take it. Hindi naman siya kumakausap sa media, ayaw niya makipag-interact sa fans because at the end of the day, he was brought in to lead TNT to a championship. Okay? So, hindi ko masabing completely cash yun. Pero depende naman kasi kung maging rude naman talaga siya, they might really just send him home. But that being said, I'm trying to understand his mindset kasi historically, marami talagang big men na media siya because it's the way they grew up, matatangkad sila and from an early age, people are gawking at them. So, parang it creates parang an inferiority complex, diba? Parang nahihiya sila when they're out there. So, Karinta Abdul-Jabbar was notoriously introverted. Ayaw niya talaga makipag-usap sa media. Ganon din si Patrick Ewing. Ang daming gano'n na matatangkad na nako-conscious lang talaga sila dahil matangkad sila I'm thinking baka gano'n din si Bolbol, diba? Baka ayaw lang niya talaga na makipag-usap sa mga tao. And pero I think he should realize na kahit na yung best player of the game, I think he should be make himself available to that.
At the very least.
Fans naman, nakita ko rin kasi nung sa Inares when they were walking towards the dugout after they beat NLEX, may fan na binatukan siya diba? So parang that will add to his hesitancy to talk to to be fan friendly So wag din naman tayong ganun, diba?
Dapat may security rin.
Hindi, masyado kasi matangkad.
Obviously, this is a matter of media relations.
Yeah. Well, actually, para sa akin dito, kung tatagal sa PBA si Bolbol, cash, kung yung expected of him, nalaro, and as a former NBA player, mapapanalo niya ng malakas ang TNT. But if not, talaga hindi siya tatagal. Regardless of yung kanyang attitude with media and fans. para kasi sa akin, no, Bol, mataas ang expectation sa kanya, di ba?
Oo.
Kaya, part of the package that he's being given this much of an amount of money, di ba? Dapat intindihin niya rin yun. Di ba? Responsibilidad niya yun eh. Pero sa akin, mas malaking bagay yung expectation na talagang he should dominate this Commissioner's Cup. Dahil yun ang kuwan eh. Yung fanfare sa kanya, yung naglaro siya. First game, kaya nagalit, sa tingin ko first game kaya nagalit si Coach Chot dahil akala niya he looked lowly on our style of game eh. Dinadala niya yung ball from end to end eh. Nagkakala mo Harlem Globetrotters eh. Yung pala hindi uubra dito yun. Di ba? So that's how I see it.
I agree. I don't think he'll be kicked out sa PBA dahil hindi siya nakikipag-usap. They might be fined dahil nasa memo yan, nasa PBA rules yan, nasa kontrata niya yan actually. No? But I don't think he'll be, if he's playing well. Pero again, may responsibilidad din. And I think it also is the team's responsibility to convince. And in fact, mandate kay Bolbol na makipag-usap ka dahil PR din ng ating kumpanya yan. And marami nanonood sa atin dahil sa'yo. Kaya medyo gandahan mo rin ang iyong pakikisama sa media. Alright, let's go to our second item of the morning. Naku alam naman natin mga kapatid na ang NBA po ngayon ay nag-iisip na ng expansion. In fact, I think the Board of Governors ng NBA has already approved 2 sites and now it's going to be up for bidding where they expect 7 to 10 billion dollars ang magiging franchise sale dito sa mga expansion teams. So, ang tanong, with 2 teams now on site, Seattle at Las Vegas sa expansion ng NBA, Casio Bash, siguradong babalik sa Seattle si Kevin Durant. Kung saan siya nagsimula, oras na matuloy ang expansion. Sid, I'll begin with you. Go!
Dahil sa word na sigurado, which is kind of absolute, I'm gonna go bash on this one. Kasi pag sinabi mo sigurado, talagang mangyayari na eh. Possible siguro na he'll become sentimental and decide to end his career where it began, sa Seattle. Pero I also don't see that happening. I think Durant wants to win another championship, and I don't think it's gonna happen in a expansion franchise. I think he's gonna go where he has the best chance to add another ring to his trophy collection before he retires. So hindi ko nakikita. Maganda sana. It would be a nice book into his legendary career. But right now, I'm leaning towards him going somewhere else.
All right. Sev? Kevin Durant sa Seattle. Casio Bash.
Bash ako. Agree ako kay Sid. Alam mo si Durant, it's what's in front of him eh. Diba? He could have been sentimental nung sa Golden State siya. But hindi. I'm gonna move. Where the money takes me. But I don't blame Las Vegas. Nangyari sa baseball yan eh. Diba? The NBA, the sports leagues want to explode in Las Vegas because that's where the tourism is, that's where the money is. Well, if Durant moves to either of them, I'm not surprised. Hindi ko kilala yung Seattle as a place, hindi ko masyadong kilala yan. But for sentimental reasons, he may move, pero I don't think he's gonna do that. And I agree with Sid.
Absolutely. Partner?
Totally agree with Sev and Sid here, di ba? At the end of the day, medyo patapos na ang career ni
37 years old,
diba?
yes.
So ang sa kanya, show me the money. Show me the money, di ba? Bago ako magtapos, kailangan makaipon-ipon ako ng talagang sigurado. And playing for Seattle, medyo bababa yung kanyang valor eh. Di ba? So that's how I see it. Magandang storya, magandang pang narrative, pero I don't think it will happen.
I agree. I think he's chasing after rings, not so much the nostalgia. And I think at the end of the day, kung saan siya mananalo, I think that's where Durant will go in his next and final stop in his career. All right, let's go to our third and final item of the morning sa Casio Bash. Maagang nagpalit ng import ang Magnolia sa Commissioner's Cup. Pinalitan si Nuni Omot ni Clint Chapman matapos ang 0-3 start. And tonight, they will play against the Macau Black Knights. Casio Bash, alanganin din ang posisyon ni Coach L.A. Tenorio kung di makakapag-semis ang Magnolia. Go, Sev!
Ano question? Question?
Alanganin ang posisyon ni LA Tenorio kung hindi siya makakapag-semis ngayong conference na to. Casio Bash.
Ako Bash, I don't think so. I think the fact that they moved LA, they're not looking at the short term. I think they're looking at the long term here. It would be unfair to LA to end his coaching career. I think he gave up so much to be with Magnolia. I think he felt that he had 1 more year or 2 more years sa Ginebra, would have wanted to end. But given his health, given where he wants to go in the future, I don't think Magnolia is going to go in that direction. Maaga masyadong puputuli. Ang daming buzz. Siyempre, pag natatalo ka, ang daming ingay ang daming bulong, ang daming nagsasabi kung ano ang dapat gawin. But Magnolia, I think you have to look at the personnel of Magnolia. Is it a team that's also competitive with the rest of the group? Diba? You have to look at, ito ba is, baka mindset ng iba, this is the same Magnolia from the Ryan Gregorio era, from the Tencon era. Hello, iba na tong Magnolia na ito. Iba na itong composition na ito. The brand name is strong because it's been there in the PBA for the second longest team there. But we have to understand that LA is, ang hirap pag high-profile team ka, you're no longer regarded as developmental. Diba? You want to win right. And you have to know, you have to understand, Magnolia has fans. We've seen that Sid, di ba? Kahit sa Antipolo, biglang, wow, ang daming banners na Magnolia. May tradition itong team na ito. So, I think in the long run, they will keep LA as far as he can go, but they will make that decision when it has to happen, but not soon.
Oo. Sid, your take. Casio Bash, LA Tenorio, alanganin?
Bash din ako. I agree with Sir Sev. I think semis is a pretty high bar naman to set for his team to say na pag hindi siya mag-semis alanganin na siya. Medyo naman yun kasi semis top 4 teams na lang yun eh. I think short of going 0-12 and losing each game by 20 points. Ayan, I think naman LA's job is secure, no? And kasi Magnolia rin, it's a team in transition. You have to remember that. And yun nga, minala sila sa import nila. Tignan muna natin what happens with this new import. And I talked to LA nga actually a month ago about his new job, and he told me his greatest frustration was yung parang now that he's head coach, parang forgetting na some players you have to teach them. Kasi he's such a high IQ player and everything comes naturally to him. Parang sometimes he forgets na he has to teach his guys to do what he wants them to do, because not everyone is as smart as him. No, that's not a knock on his players. I'm just saying, sobrang high IQ kasi ni LA. So I think he needs a couple more conferences to find his footing talaga and really implement what he wants to implement sa Magnolia. He should be given a chance pa.
Excellent point. Partner?
Totally agree again with Sev and Sid. Kumbaga, itong storyang to ang source kasi dito, dalawang Japanese na media personality, kaya itong storyang to si Mr. Haka-Haka at saka si Mr. Kuru-Kuru Chismis lang po to. It's highly impossible. Dahil syempre, nasa San Miguel hierarchy siya ng mga magagaling na coaches na inaasahan Either ilipat siya, but still very early. Imposibleng papalitan si LA dyan because he's a very talented player and a very talented coach. In fact, bakit siya kasama rin sa Gilas coaching staff, di ba? Because he is a very good coach.
Absolutely.
Ang kailangan lang dyan konting hasa-hasa lang. Hindi si haka-haka.
Agree. And of course, alam naman natin, LA is a legend in basketball. He is a legend. I think he deserves the respect. I don't think, knowing the mindset of team ownership sa San Miguel, certainly they will respect LA, and I think they will be giving him a chance. Of course, down the road, LA will also have to adjust now in his new role as head coach. Sev, Sid, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay niyo sa amin. Enjoy your summer, enjoy the Holy Week. Ingat-ingat lang at relax lang sa init. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, mga idol. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Mga kaibigan, Sev Sarmenta, the veteran sports anchor, and of course, Sid Ventura, ang ating pong kaibigan from thegame.ph. Alright, partner. Bago natin pasok na natin siguro ang ating susunod na guest, pero bago yan, siyempre sumilip muna tayo sa ilang bahagi ng sports history this week in Sports History.
Okay, March 26, 1979 or 47 years ago, nagsimula ang biggest rivalry sa basketball. Nangyari yan nang tinalo ng Michigan State Spartans ang Indiana State Sycamores para sa NCAA title ng score na 75 against 64. Diyan nangyari ang highly televised at much-awaited clash ng nooy college stars tulad nila Magic Johnson at Larry Bird. Wagi si Magic sa pagtutuos na yan na siyang naging mitsa ng kanilang heated rivalry na bumuhay ng NBA noong dekada 80. Magic wins NCAA title over Bird, sparks NBA rivalry this week in sports history.
Oh wow, what a rivalry. Magic and Larry, grabe yan. And of course, considering it is now NBA or March Madness sa NCAA sa Amerika po, talagang that is a very historic moment.
Oh, may magazine pa ako noon eh. High school ako noon eh. Yung nag-champion ng Michigan.
Michigan. Grabe yan. That was a terrific series or a terrific game. Yeah. Alright mga kapatid, we are ready to bring in our last guest of the day but certainly not the least. At siya po ang ating itatampok sa In the Spotlight. To cap off Women's Month celebration, we're honored to have with us a history maker, the first Filipina to compete in the Winter Olympics at only 17 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We are very honored to have with us today Talula Prue of live from Colorado, USA. Good day, Talula. Is that right?
Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Talula.
First of all, a big congratulations to you for repping the Philippines in the Winter Olympics. How does that feel, being part of the Olympics for a country that does not even have any kind of cold weather?
No, we have in Baguio, in the mountain province.
Honestly, it was such an incredible experience. Of course, firstly being the first Filipina to represent at the Winter Olympics, and then also I have many years ahead of me, of course, and it was just really cool to go there and meet athletes from all around the world that share the same passion as me, and I hope that my participation will only increase the spotlight on the Philippines in Winter Olympics in the future, and not just for ski racing, but also for a lot of other promising sports such as like ice skating and curling, which I know those teams were super close to qualifying.
I know we actually have ice rinks here in the Philippines, but alpine skiing and slalom, that's not even in the consciousness of Filipinos. But before we go to a little bit about your career as a skier, how are you Filipino, Talula? What is your link? How do you trace your roots in the Philippines? Because your name is very, very unique, Talula Prue, which is not even American, I think, in a sense.
Sounds French.
Yes.
Yes. So my father's family is from Eastern Samar. So my grandmother is from Eastern Samar. Yeah. She's from Borongan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my grandmother, she immigrated to the U.S. and I have a very mixed background. So I'm also ethnically Chinese, African American, and then French Canadian and Polish. So my last name Prue is French Canadian.
Wow,
French Canadian.
Unbelievable!
Yeah.
You're like what we call in the Philippines, halo halo. It's a drink, halo halo.
but have you visited the Philippines?
Yes, I actually I went just a week ago. I was in Manila for
a week ago.
Yes, I actually got back just like a few days ago, 3 days ago or so. I was there doing like some media, and I also went to the Philippine Sports Commission All Women's Awards. So I was celebrating Women's Month, where I was honored with a citation award.
We should tell Governor Evardone, the son of Governor Ben.
Yes.
He's the governor of Eastern Samar, to give you a
key to the province.
A key to the province.
A key to the province.
No, but Talula, how did you start alpine skiing? I mean, how can you tell us a little bit about your journey there?
For sure. So I was actually born in Berkeley, California, and around 3 hours away was Tahoe, and Tahoe has a lot of ski resorts. And so on the weekends, when I was 3, starting from when I was 3, my mom and dad brought us, me and my brother, to the ski resorts to free ski, and we had a lot of fun with that. And then when I turned 7, we actually moved to Iowa, which is in the middle of the U.S. It's really flat, and there's only one ski resort, and it only had a ski racing team. So that's when I started ski racing, and then that led me to eventually move to Park City, where I've been training and racing ever since.
Well, this makes me think. You represented our country in the Winter Olympics, right? So, what about the NSC of the sport? Do we have an NSC of the sport?
NSC, yes.
Well, what's the name?
Yeah.
It's the
Because it's kind of new to me, honestly. Imagine winter skiing as an NSA. As an NSA, I mean.
Yeah, we have the Philippines Ski and Snowboard Federation. So that's actually run by Jim Apilar. We have had a few ski racers in the past, alpine racers for the Philippines, and that's actually the most common sport we've had in the Winter Olympics. Most recently, we've had Asa Miller, who was also a Filipino-American. And then Jim Apilar is actually creating these programs or clubs for roller skiing, which is actually accessible in the Philippines. And last week, I actually met the roller skiing club, and roller skiing can be transferred to Nordic skiing points. So that's a promising prospect for future Olympics. And it was cool to meet some athletes from Manila that were hoping to make the Winter Olympics in 2030.
Tell us a little bit how you train as a skier, Tallulah, because it's certainly new to us, unique.
Yeah.
Is it the same as other sports, or is there a particular special equipment that you use for training?
Yes, so it varies per discipline. So I actually went to the Olympics for 2 different disciplines. There's giant slalom and there's slalom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you see videos of me skiing with giant slalom, it's where there's 2 poles and then like a piece of fabric.
Right.
And it's brought the gates, yes, that's a giant slalom. That are further apart and you're going a lot quicker. And then there I'm doing slalom, and you can see I'm wearing shin guards and like a chin bar, and I have hand guards. So essentially those are used to hit the gates while I'm skiing down. Yeah, and then for giant slalom, you just have arm padding.
Okay.
And then you use that to brush against the gate and hit it to have a more direct and straighter line.
Right. We know that this is there's a little bit of danger and risk, partner.
Yeah, in fact, one of our Formula One racing idol, Schumacher,
had an accident. Skiing.
While skiing.
So, how do you handle the risks here, Tallulah? Are you even concerned about this?
Honestly, I've been skiing since I was 3, so definitely I've had a lot of experience and a lot of training. So I think
a lot of accidents as well, I guess. Some injuries, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes down to trust, and you just have to get up after you inevitably fall down. But that's all part of the process, and skiing is dangerous, but at the same time, it's worth it.
Yeah. Who coaches you, and what are you looking forward to in your sport? What's next for you?
So my current coach is Brennan Ruby, who is a former U.S. ski team member, as well as Carrie Schaffner, who came with me to the Olympics. And I'm actually about to race tomorrow.
Wow!
We have our final 2 competitions of the season, which I'm really excited for. We have kind of a spring series wrap up, so that's really exciting. And I'm looking forward to spending some more time with my team after I've been gone for a while from the Olympics, and then also traveling back to the Philippines.
You're only 17 years old. Obviously, there's a lot of Olympics ahead of you, and choosing the Philippines as the country to represent gives you almost a free pass, because there's no one else like you, I guess, not too many of you here in the Philippines. So is that something that again you will work on as you work towards the next Olympics, as well as even in world championships for skiing?
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to represent the Philippines and hopefully bring the Philippines more global
attention. Yeah,
I guess spotlight in terms of winter sports, since it's especially rare, and I do have a unique opportunity to.
I'm just curious, Tallulah. During the Winter Olympics, aside from the Philippines, who are the other countries that represented from the Southeast Asian region, or from a tropical country, just like us?
Yeah, so I have a good friend, Arwen Salahuddin. She represents Malaysia, and she is a 2-time Winter Olympian. And then there's also a Singaporean, Faiz, and he trains on roller skis as well. So he doesn't always have access to snow. And then there's also Thailand. I have a few good Thai friends who are vying for the future Olympics, and also this past Olympics I met with them. And then there's many other countries that are kind of unique, like Mexico and.
So it's really gaining. In other words, it's gaining popularity.
It is, and of course, you are a unique athlete, especially coming from the Philippines. Tallulah, we wish you all the best, and we are so happy and grateful that you represented the Philippines, and we look forward to more of you, Tallulah Prue, in a lot of skiing competitions for the Philippines.
And good luck on your competition later on.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, Tallulah Prue, ang ating first Filipina na nag-compete po sa Winter Olympics. Talagang abangan nyo yung pangalan na yan. Alright, bago tayo magtapos, kailangan na tayo mag-wrap up dito, partner. Announce natin ang mga panalo sa Joyride: Vilma De Los Santos, Jelay Segarino, Mary Joy Laurente, J.M. Ortigas, at Mark Joseph Del Rosario. Thank you so much for joining us today. Kita ulit tayo next week, ha? At again, maraming po salamat sa inyo. Ito na naman si Santi, so Wednesday pa! Thank you. Nako, happy birthday to me. Thank you, Santi. Salamat, partner. Salamat.
Happy birthday!
So, next week. At again, lagi po tayo nagpapasalamat sa Panginoon. Lagi natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal na masungit sa lahat po ng ating gawain at Mayorem Dei Gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po.
Happy Sports Weekend sa inyo lahat!
More power!
And more play!
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, sumbesibay, lakay, amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Power and Play was brought to you by Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tigo, love your journey. Photon, empowering the Filipino business. Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. And N Plus Gold, tanda ng pagmamahal.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bangon na, Power and Play na, bangon na. Power and Play. Bangon na, Power and Play.
3 taon na po ang 105.9 True FM.